You are now tuned in to the To Be Told podcast.
Phone's on mute?
Yeah, absolutely. My phone is on mute. How about yours?
Mine's are in operation.
It's in operation. That is awesome. I'm Corey Terry.
This is Elliot Guidry.
You're now listening to the To Be Told podcast. And Elliot, I am drinking vapor distilled water with electrolytes for taste. It's smart water.
It's smart water?
Yeah.
Got some of your BCAAs in there?
I don't know what that is.
That's some shit to really get you going.
Shit to get me going. Oh, cocaine. Cocaine water. That sounds pretty good. I would try it.
What do you think the C in the BCAAs are meant for?
That's awesome.
Better cocaine, always awesome.
You've told this joke before?
No, I just came up with that shit on the
off the
spot.
top. Okay, I'm impressed then.
Hey, I hang around you a lot, man.
If I found out that you rehearsed this,
no,
I'm going to be upset.
There's no rehearsing this.
All right, bet. Speaking of freestyle, you heard Royce's freestyle on Funk Flex?
I did. I peeped the segue. That was awesome.
Yeah, nigga is
fucking round of applause for that one.
Thank you. That nigga is a beast, dude.
Dude, he always has been though. Like,
yep.
You know, but at the same time, it's like you can spit, but at the same time, does your music? Can you make songs?
Well, don't go there. I'm gonna stick with the freestyle.
Okay, we'll stick there.
That's because that's what I'm giving them praise for.
Right.
Because if Yachty's making songs and I like that song, I'll give him praise for that. I'm not gonna be like, well, he can't freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I like to try to find the good. And I was having this conversation the other day. Just try to, if you're looking for the good, you'll find it. If you're looking for the bad, you'll find it.
Yeah. But and it's also in taste too.
Yeah,
I mean,
indeed.
But at the end of the day, you cannot deny his abilities to put words together and murder some bars.
Yeah, and then he has a showmanship to it.
Yeah,
he'll stop and talk to whomever. Remember the High Rihannas with the BT freestyle. He has a really good showmanship with that. Then gets to the business. Then has fun.
I mean, there's a reason why he's one of Eminem's favorite rappers.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. So Eminem's the stamp now.
Oh no, I mean it's just the fact that
have a white man stamp it. No, I'm just joking.
I mean the fact that we consider, or general population considers Eminem one of the greatest of all time.
I was listening to
that's one hell of a stamp.
It is. I was listening to I think he would stamp Eminem in my opinion.
Oh, of course.
But I see where you're coming from. I just try to get clarification.
Yeah, absolutely. Clear.
But I was listening to a Vlad interview. He had Lord Jamar. I don't know if you ever seen a Lord Jamar interview.
They have a couple of them, don't they?
Yeah, they have a bunch. He's on there a lot. Vlad likes people who are just very outspoken, don't hold back, real truth speakers.
And he speaks his truth.
Yes. So he had on Prime 2, which is Royce's new project, right? Not to make this so.
I need to listen to that. I haven't had a chance to.
Yeah, it just came out, but I haven't heard it all either. But I heard the clip that they played, and he referenced Vlad, and he referenced Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar being. There's people going on there and being self-incriminating, and also too, Lord Jamar discriminating, right?
Okay.
So, I guess he made mention that a lot of people in the comments say that he's caping for the white man. He's always defending Eminem, Royce is, because, he's getting on Joe Budden now because of things he said about, some incendiary things he said about Eminem, too. I thought was pretty interesting.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, what do you think about that?
I mean, in general?
Him defending Eminem.
Oh, Royce defending Eminem?
Yeah.
I mean, that's his boy. That's his people.
That's exactly, okay.
I mean, of course.
That's how I took it. I looked at it as like, that's his man.
Yeah.
He's from Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Eminem gave him one hell of a cosign. They got 2 Bad Meets Evil albums. Really put himself, because at the time, Eminem is where he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to reach down, and not saying he had to reach far down.
I think they were kind of colleague. They were equivalent at one point.
Right. But you can't deny the fact that Eminem had this rocket attached to him and shit.
Yeah, I think
to another stratosphere.
It was a color factor there.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. But
if Royce the 5'9" was white, he'd be the same. It'd be the same. I'm talking about
think so.
Yeah, if Tiger Woods was white, the world wouldn't really care, right? I think sometimes you can cross.
Yeah, you can say that because we got the nutcase we got in the office that does. Yeah. Way worse shit.
Yeah, you can cross platforms like that. Whatever there may be a group that's recognized for this and they dominating this.
Mm-hmm.
When someone else comes in and dominates as well, it's going to get a lot more attention. Jeremy Lin in the NBA, we can make a bunch of cases like that, and that's not saying that it's unfair. I think everyone knows Eminem is ill, but there's a lot of ill guys out there, and I think if Royce the 5'9" was Asian, he would probably have that appeal too. Like this motherfucker, right? Well, he had that initially, and then of course he didn't. He didn't
have anything to follow up with.
Right, and that was it.
You know,
yeah.
So I mean, but it also comes with that too. It's you hot now, but what you got afterwards?
What you got cooking? Mm-hmm.
You know, hell, that's the same thing I preach to a lot of the local guys out here. You got something now, but what do you have to follow up with it? And the fact that people's ears these days are so quick to tune out of it, you gotta be quick with it.
Yeah, there's a ton of content out there. You don't have to be quick with it. You gotta be consistent with it too.
Well, yeah,
and I mean consistent with quality.
Consistent quality, and also feed on what they're liking. So, say for instance, hell, I'm glad we're getting into this now. Say for instance, you drop an album. You have a song
that's coming
on No Business Rapping, right?
No Business Rapping in Public.
Fucking right. 20 never.
February
31st. Get bad. But nevertheless, you have a song on there that people like and they're really feeling it. You give life to that song by one, pushing it, doing the visual, and then turning around, and you can create a space where either you can remake the song with other artists that people like so that song can have more life to it.
Correct.
Or just doing a whole new rendition to that song, if that's a word, rendition.
Well, no, I know rendition, but it sounds like Ren and Tin from Brown Sugar. Remember Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
The hip hop rapping twins or some shit like that. That shit was hilarious. That was great. But rendition, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're giving a whole new life to it, and now you're still captivating, and also at the simultaneously you're still putting out more quality content.
Right.
A lot of artists these days, they'll put out something and then it's just kind of like waiting for that love feedback instead of just instead of catching on to that niche that they got and then keep continuously following up.
Right. I think what if we're talking about, especially at a local point, I think where a lot of people make mistakes, if I want to call it a mistake, they're all over the place. They spread their creativity in so many different places. To where, like, if you're a spitter and you do that, go at that, be consistent, be great. But when you start trying to make these songs and this, that, it's different if you're writing for somebody and it catches on, whatever, and that sound is out there and that sound is leading, and then now you can write a song because you created a wave. They don't know it's you, but you can, and you fit into that wave because you created it,
right.
like a Tory Lanez. Like we heard Tory Lanez' wave before we heard Tory Lanez. We heard Neo's lane before we heard of Neo. We heard of Dream's wave before we heard, and it goes on in that kind of form that. But I think what a lot of dudes, even with photography, I had to learn that. I was shooting weddings and birthdays and prenatal and all kinds of stuff along with. I had to find what I really enjoyed, and then stick with it. And and it's tough because in any field, you're going to lose out on a lot of
business,
bags.
a lot of opportunity. It's like, and then you got the flack. He's bullshit and he ain't whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you know exactly what it is that you're going for. You know what makes you happy in the field that you're going for. You have a way of captivating ladies and making them incredibly beautiful. Not to take away.
Well, they're already beautiful.
Not taking away from anything that they currently have, but it's just the way that you capture them. It shows that off in such an elegant way.
Right. Capturing the beauty.
Right.
And the way, and there's a particular way that everyone can decide to capture that. Right. And this, and I'm speaking real specific, but this is very broad point. I can decide on my own to capture beauty the way I do it, and then once I figure that out, or find my voice, as they say, just stick with it and go, and then figure out how to enhance that versus trying to, that's dope, let me try to do this. Oh, that's dope too, let me do this. Oh, he went out on train track, let me do that. So it's like, find you, go. And that works, like I said, it's a specific point, but that's very general for if you're an MC. I don't care if you're, you want to be a speaker. I don't care if you want to be whatever artist, I don't care what it is.
Whatever it is, you're finding your niche and you're continuing to hone in on it and fine tune it.
Right. But make sure you love it, because you're going to work your ass off.
There's going to be days that you're not going to want to do it.
Right.
But that passion, that love for it is going to make you find a way to keep doing it.
Right.
Even with me in the magazine, there's times I don't even feel like doing it because of all the work that comes into it. But the fact that
you love it,
I get to see what happens after it, or the leading up, and everything else that comes with it, I love it. I'll take 4 or 5 months to create one magazine, because at the end of the day, I know it's going to be dope. Not just for what it is that I'm doing, but hell, for the culture, for whoever it is I'm putting on the cover, for whoever it is we're featuring, this, that, and the third. That I love that reaction that people turn around and have for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So shit.
Yeah, and it goes back to just finding something that you love. Like you said, you slave over it. Yeah. Russell Simmons said it a while ago, and I didn't really understand. He said, "Your work is your prayer is your work is your prayer." Mm-hmm. And that was what is he talking about? But basically, he's saying you're praying for something that you love, and once you're doing it, you have to just be. Once you're in the moment, there's not going to be a grand moment of it's just while you're doing it, enjoy it. Like I'm trying to enjoy where I'm at right now, because there's going to be a point where the money comes along. It's going to take a lot of fun out of it, but that's fine. But while you're here, it's like enjoy the moment right now.
Exactly.
Where you're getting to,
because these are going to be the best moments that you have when you get the most creative, freedom that you can. The moment people start putting money into it, they want to have these little, well, maybe you should do it this way. Yeah. Maybe you should try it this way. And hell, it's like if they're paying tens of thousands of dollars, it's kind of like you don't want to say no.
Well, that's they're paying for their opinion. That's then that's different.
But also at the same time, if they know what it is they're buying into, it's like, hey, you didn't come here for your opinion to be valid. You came here for my opinion to be valid, because you know what you're getting into.
And I think that's we've probably had conversations like this off the mic. That goes into just educating the customer, because if someone's giving you money, a lot of times they see you doing whatever that it is that's dope, and they go, "Oh, dang, I want him to do that for me on this," and it has and it's not even the same creative space at all. So you're looking, you're like, well, okay, well that's, and they look at you weird, like, oh, that's not what I do. Right. I mean, I can achieve that, but it's going to be the way I do it. Now, again, there are some people who can achieve everything. Mm-hmm. That's probably what they're good at, is they're really good at doing everything. Yep. I understand what I'm good at. That's not something I can do.
Exactly. And it's the fact that you know what you're capable of, you know where you're comfortable, and you know what you're good at. At the end of the day, and I feel like everybody should feel this way. Knowing what you're good at, you turn around and you know that you're probably one of the best to do it. Right. Just because you focused in so hard on it that there's really no competition or anybody else in that lane, because you've created your own space.
Oh, there will be competition.
Oh, of course.
And I give this example.
And that's because of the fact that you do what it is that you do so good. Right. I mean, hell, you can look at, bringing it back to music, you can look at Drake or Wayne, and how many, people came out sounding similar to what they were like at the time.
Right. And I think that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, is to stay consistent. Because once you do it, because I know when we got to this podcast game, there wasn't a whole lot of people in this podcast game, but there's people in it now. Mm-hmm. We just stay consistent. When I say competition, it's not like they do it better; they do it like less better. Right. It's just it's there now. And a lot of times people can't. When there's competition, people don't always know what's better. They don't know what quality is. And I hate to keep going back to photography, but it could be with anything. Like, as a matter of fact, it does relate, because someone can look at my pictures and look at they don't know that, they can't look and isolate, oh, I see why he's better. They don't know. They may like something better, but they don't know with their eye what they're really choosing. They don't know what's a creative decision or what's talent. They don't know how to look at it that way. Music. There's all this music out there. Whatever's being co-signed by whatever, that's what they think. Whatever I'm hearing on when I'm seeing on Vivo, when I'm seeing on coming from MTV or coming from whatever co-sign spotlight platform, that's what they're buying into. They don't know how to isolate and go, that, because that Soulja Boy, tell them when that came out, that Superman, that quality was terrible. Oh yeah. And it didn't matter. It was just he clicked onto something, and it was on the radio, and it was in videos. People, they weren't listening to that shit. It didn't matter. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes
and it was also the narrative of how it got there.
Not yet. It got big, and then the narrative came out. I was like, dang. Then that was a very compelling narrative. Mm-hmm. You can't sell the narrative if it's unsuccessful. Yeah. No one wants to hear that. And it's just like if you're telling when you're successful and you tell all your if I tell you all my failures as a successful man, those are very interesting stories. If you're not successful and you're a failure and you tell me your failure stories, you're like, this whack motherfucker, dumbass motherfucker. But when you hear fail, you're like, dang, he failed, he still got there. That's very compelling. And that's Soulja Boy's story. But also too, going back to the main point is that there's so many people out there. People don't always know with their eye to judge because they're not in the craft like you are. Whatever craft that it is that you're doing, the audience isn't. They're just taking it in how they feel. When they see it, they love it. Cool, great. You know, they're gonna find something that they particularly love. So like the market is always right. Is what they always say. Right. So whatever the market loves, whatever they're always right. So you try to get too romantic about any one thing, you're gonna get lost. Right. You just romantic. That doesn't sound. It needs to sound like it's like just put the content out, and most of the time you're gonna get better.
Exactly.
Just if you just keep doing it, you're just gonna grow and get better and better and better and better. But yeah, we got
It died.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn, that's right. I ain't charged that thing. Like, I probably charged
man, but it was holding it down though.
Yeah, it did. It did hold it down.
Shout out to the Mevo.
That's right. But we do got a really good guest coming through. I'm
absolutely, man. Matter of fact, that's what made me look at my phone. Was she texted me and told me she's not too far away. So let's do this. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. Okay. Come right back, and when we come back,
we'll have DJ Shanté.
Absolutely.
Word.
Yeah, like each episode is different steps, like how to get started.
So if I wanted to be a DJ, I could watch that and
you could listen to it. I didn't do video.
Are you starting from like the basic like
what you need to buy?
Wow.
To getting a manager, to booking gigs, everything.
Oh wow.
And I still have a long way to go. I haven't even touched every subject yet, but I kind of took a little break. I need to get back into it.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Time out.
Yeah.
We need to properly introduce her.
We did already.
But that was on the break.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, we had a little conversation before you got here.
Because I'm late.
On mic.
My bad.
No. It was on mic. Well, we do that anyway sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a little pre-conversation, yada, yada, yada. But anyways,
yes.
Never mind the formalities.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, you should know. Matter of fact, if you don't know, don't know because you under a rock. Yeah. This is DJ Shanté motherfucking Williams in the motherfucking building.
Government.
I gotta say the whole thing because I got like the way I have it you and my phone is DJ Shanté Williams and shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
He put it out there anyway.
But it just has a nice nice ring to it. DJ Shanté Williams. It's like
DJ Shanté Williams.
It's just the way it is.
Y'all don't try to look me up or try to get my social.
I know.
Try to steal my identity.
There's another light skinned Shanté Williams out there.
Oh, there's a bunch of them actually. I've seen a bunch of jailhouse pics too on Google. I was like, wow.
This one is not in jail.
Thank God.
Shout out to the other Shanté Williams.
Oh wait, that's the homie, Slim. Yeah, that's the homie. Yeah.
So how do you feel about this Roxanne Shante kind of reemerging again?
You know what?
She's
I actually put the documentary from Netflix on last night and fell asleep. I feel bad about that. So I'm gonna go back and try to watch it today. But I think it's dope. Like I want to see where my name came from. Like everybody Roxanne Shante. I'm just like, I guess I don't really know the back history of it, so it's good to know my history. So I definitely want to watch it.
Okay,
yeah. Good to know because people hit me up with the Elliot Ness. I never knew what Elliot Ness was, but thankfully my parents watched The Untouchables, so I knew what that shit was about.
Exactly.
Still haven't seen an episode.
I thought, so I thought Elliot Ness went back. I thought that was like some Renaissance, like Cambridge days.
No. Apparently he was like this real Dick Tracy type detective motherfucker. He didn't have all the high tech, so he was more Sherlock Holmes.
Right. But is that where your name came from, Roxanne Shante?
No, actually, so back history. My mom is German, full-blood German.
Oh, wow.
My dad is black. So my mother told me that she let her mother name me, which is full German, never been to America, don't know any Americans, but decided to name me Shanté. So I was like, I don't know how that came about. Maybe because she was in touch with the French side. Shanté means to be able to sing. I can't sing worth a damn. But whatever. So, and then I'm like, my name is just so ghetto. It's Shanté Latasha Williams.
I see.
She gave you that. She gave you the Latasha also, the German girl.
Yeah, she gave me my whole name, whole name. And I'm like,
Germans do have there are some ties with our names. I don't know. I guess we've been stealing them from Germans. I thought that. What's another one? not Keisha. I'm not gonna remember what time. I'm just gonna.
Look, I'm interested. I'm like, what's the other
I'm
name?
gonna come back. There's another name I think that's German that Sasha.
Sasha's German?
Now I'm looking. You questioning me now. I feel bad. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna figure this out before the show ends. But I thought Sasha was a German. Had a German.
That'd be dope. I know a couple Sashas.
Sasha.
Like, hey, we connected.
German.
But look, they named me
Anyways,
Shanté.
Yeah.
Oh, quick fun fact.
Uh-oh.
Nobody really knows. So this whole movie, what's the name of the movie? Wakanda, Black Panther.
Wow.
I had a brain fart. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember.
Leave.
No, don't
Out
do
the
it.
way
Don't
of the
do me.
balcony.
No, I can't leave because when I tell you this, y'all gonna be like, okay, nah, you can stay. So my brother, my blood brother, it's me and my brother from my mom and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
His name is T'Challa. He was born T'Challa, and I always used to make fun of him. I'm like, what the hell is a T'Challa? Everybody used to make fun of him, and now he's like the man now. Like everybody, he's like, I'm the original. But my dad used to, he collect comic books.
Got it.
And he's an artist, so he got it
wow.
from the comic book. Like he was a really big fan for real.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's big time
Came
live.
Yeah.
came full circle. That's awesome.
I fucks with your pops now.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh, you real. You know, you get on my nerves.
What's funny is I was reading this on. That was a meme about Wakanda. They said light skinned guys are from Kinda. You heard that?
Well,
I did see that. I did see that.
I laughed. That's a little colorism joke, but I did pull this up. Sasha is
Elliot, that was to you. That was a slick
God
diss.
damn.
That was a slick diss.
Well, kinda. I get the one on.
You get one on. So Sasha is a unisex given name which originated in Eastern and Southern European
I
countries.
know a couple guys named Sasha. I can't call him that, but I know a couple.
That's interesting.
Just takes away from your masculinity.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, it's Sasha.
I don't know. It depends on what kind of man you are. I think
If you're soft.
If you're soft, yeah, then it sucks. But I think if you
Well, no, I
But
mean,
what hard dude's name is Sasha, though?
he probably changed
Let's not
it.
talking about hard dudes.
I know that's weird.
My bad.
Yeah.
Let me bring that back. What about, like, big muscular dudes?
If his name was Sasha, and he was confident with it, I think he could pull it off. I know you probably see. I think they could. I know a lot. Yeah, maybe not.
Okay, no, I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. I would, if my name was Sasha, it would have to be changed just to S or something,
Or use the middle name.
or Sean.
Think so?
The middle name got to be more masculine.
Yeah, I'd just be known as
I
Martin.
think
Martin.
I think a real nigga pull it off.
Well, if you hear somebody with that name, you know somebody, let me know.
I'm gonna find. I'm gonna shoot
Go
you.
Google it.
I mean, because but see, you got like Jamie, which is like a
That's unisex too.
But-
My uncle's name is Jamie. I could accept that.
right, but it still has.
But that's because it's your uncle, and then you kind of saw it coming up. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes someone can change that perception.
That's true.
Now, if you, of course, like how we love chicken,
But how many
but
ratchets
we
do
wouldn't
you
eat
know that
rabbit
name
because we
Sasha?
weren't growing up on it. I think
Hell
same
no, I
thing.
wouldn't eat a rabbit.
But if you grew up on it,
I
you
had
would
a
love
pet
it.
rabbit.
Oh, rabbit's
Right,
good.
that's what I'm saying. There's people that have,
What?
Yes.
It is
Oh
good.
God. Okay.
but there are people who have pet
Calling
chickens and
Peter on y'all.
they think the same thing.
It tastes like chicken.
Rabbit is pretty good.
Alligator tastes like chicken.
Alligator's really good.
It
Alligator.
is. I'll eat alligator, but I can't eat a rabbit.
Well,
Kinda like
okay, 'cause
duck.
you have an affection to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You never had a pet rabbit?
No, I mean, I've had them. They stink.
They do, and they shit everywhere. Little
Exactly.
balls. Oh, it was amazing.
Little-
I mean, it was annoying.
They got little cute little pellets though,
No, not even cute. It's no.
It's cute to you?
like little raisinets.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
And they say bam after they let them out.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so now that we know you've had a pet rabbit, as we're going to go moving forward, what other pets have you had?
Oh, I've had everything. A snake, a tarantula, rest in peace, King.
Wow.
That was my
Wait,
nigga.
you've had a tarantula?
I had a pet tarantula named King. That was my homie.
How'd he die? Tell me.
Natural causes.
Natural
They don't
causes.
really live that long. I had him for about 5 years.
He just kind of start.
I came
Now,
home
what's-
and he was just like crumbled up like this. You know, like if you find a dead. It's not funny, man. I was sad.
I'm not laughing, but
I'm laughing because I hate spiders.
now I know you said natural causes, but you guys do it like an autopsy to figure this out.
No, we didn't.
So
We
you-
fed him. He was hydrated. You know, I don't know what else
What
it
do you
could have
feed-
been.
What do you feed tarantulas?
Crickets, like bugs.
people.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't
No, I
eat
don't-
people.
oh, he didn't eat people? Okay,
No.
okay, he was
I
just-
feel
He
like
was,
I
he
feel
was
like you.
harmless. He was very gentle.
I feel like you fed your tarantula people you despised.
I wish I could. I really do, but
So
it's
okay, you've had a snake, a tarantula.
snake, tarantula.
So no arachnophobia. What are you scared of? That's what I want to know.
Let it be bees. Say bees.
Well, not like
bug wise.
Yeah, like animal wise, bug wise.
Say bees.
I'm not scared of a bee either. Like
Because
they're
dressed like a yellow
annoying.
jacket.
Oh my goodness.
You right. You right.
That's because of the Will Kinder. Throw the shots at me.
Oh man. Oh wait. Who's called? Oh
nice.
shit.
It's the wireless carrier.
Wow.
And normally we start every show. Is your phone on mute too? Which is hilarious.
Can you flick that switch?
No,
for me?
actually, it helps. It makes the show pretty dope.
But you got a nice remix to this whole dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be right if I didn't.
But before we go, because we do ask a lot of songs.
Oh no, man, that's the regular iPhone
I just
ringtone.
added
No way.
some beat to
Oh,
it.
that's
Wait, you did that?
No.
I was about to say
No,
oh,
it's a download.
I was about to say, dog, you got to send me that.
Now,
Oh,
before we kind of go into the interview, a lot of times it gets real silly, so I do want to be serious up front.
That switch.
Hit that switch.
The switch. Hold on.
Yeah, hit the switch. But while he's doing that, I do want to ask you this before we get goofy and stuff like that. We've been trying to figure this out maybe the last few days. Was it you who bit Beyonce in the face?
Bit Beyonce in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Wasn't you? No. Oh, you guys don't even know about that, so that joke don't even work. Oh, okay. You didn't hear about that? Oh, yeah. Somebody supposedly bit her in the face. You didn't hear about that?
No.
I don't know if it's true or not. We don't know. It was just funny. But people are really trying to figure out who bit her in the face.
Somebody really like took a chunk like.
As far as the story goes, I don't know about a chunk. I don't know how. Do you know anything else about the story?
Yes.
Could you turn the mute button off?
Oh, that switch.
Yeah. Perfect. Sorry about that. I had a phone call, y'all.
Somebody probably watching
so
a live.
apparently Tiffany Haddish was at a club and Beyonce was there. Some chick went up to Beyonce, hugged her, and bit her on the cheek. And Tiffany seen it and was like, "Wait, did this bitch just bite you in the face? No, it's about to be a bad night for this bitch." And Beyonce was like, "Nah, chill out. That's just how she is.
I'm just delicious.
You know, some kind of shit like, nah, just have a good night kind of shit." And Tiffany was like, "I'm not gonna have a good night unless you and me take a selfie." Click.
Oh wow.
And then
I don't know if this story is true. I just thought it
Did
was
she
funny.
have the bite print on her face in the selfie?
I don't know. I think it might have been.
I haven't heard this story. I'm
That
like
is, yeah, that is.
shocked.
I'm surprised that you
What?
did it.
I
thought
know
she-
everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo,
I'm out the loop.
Tiffany is like one of those very interesting characters, I believe.
Right.
I think she's annoying, actually,
In terms
and I
of-
don't think she's that funny.
I
I have an appreciation for her.
No, I think her narrative forces people to love her. I don't know. Don't know if you know her.
Forces,
Yeah.
like force.
Yeah, it's
a
kind of
big
hard.
force.
It's kind of hard to say something. Yeah, I agree. I don't think she's super. I think her personality is bright, bubbly. I
I
do
loved
enjoy
her
it.
in Girls Trip.
Got it.
She killed it.
Right.
It's just everything afterward.
Yeah.
It's just been like I feel like they're forcing her to be funny, or she's forcing herself to be funny and putting her in certain situations, or commercials or whatever. And I'm just like,
It's not finding
nah,
it.
yeah.
Well, and I
not doing
think
it for
because
me.
they're trying to feed off the character that she was in the movie.
In the movie, yeah. And I feel like she's just trying too hard. Like,
I think. Well, when I saw her before the movie. Oh man. Yeah, I think someone's watching the feed trying to call.
I wish I had my Apple Watch. I'd be like,
Fuck. Yeah. But I do think that
That's why I love these things.
I've seen her before, prior to the movie. She was always that animated.
really?
And that's why
Okay,
I think
so
that's why
it's
she was
not-
kept. No, that's not a put on. But there are a lot of people in the industry that love her to death. I think Charlemagne's one of them. He speaks very. very highly of her,
he's an advocate for Tiffany Haddish. Like
Yeah.
he is Team Tiffany, and I
Right.
appreciate that.
Yeah. But I'm with you though. I'm like, I think you probably more turned off by her than I am. But yeah, I'm on the same speed. I'm like,
I mean, because she's cute, I can tolerate it up to a point.
yeah. You think so?
Yeah, up to a point.
You think she's cute for a comedian, or you think she's just fly?
No, I think she's just cute. Period.
Okay.
You know, period.
Yeah.
But that's because she looks like the around the way type girl. Like she's not too overly flashy. She ain't, you know.
No, she wore the same dress like 10 times.
That's right. I remember
So
that.
I mean,
She's very humble for the level that she's on right now, for sure.
I mean, she seems like a regular type chick, which ain't. That's not a diss. It's more of an appreciation for who she is.
Right.
And shit, okay. After a while, yeah, I think the antics would get like, okay, now you just annoying the fuck out of me. But right now, she's in that cute phase. Kind of like I put Cardi B in that same category right now.
She bad. I like Cardi B.
Yeah, no, I mean Cardi B's bad. I ain't
Cardi B is just hood as hell. Like
Yeah.
she don't
like
care.
this is the ratchet's year.
Yeah, it's year of the ratchets.
That's a good point.
It's the year of the ratchet.
That should be a hashtag or like a shirt or a hat or something.
Do like a top 10.
Yeah, year of the ratchets,
ratchets.
and then in order.
the top 10 ratchets.
Line them up.
Yeah. Who would be your 10? I'm not gonna do the whole list, but who would be your bottom?
The bottom ratchet.
Yeah. Who would just make the list?
Ooh, I don't know. First I got to compile a list.
You want to come back to that?
Yeah.
I do want to know what animals or insects you would be scared of.
Now we're getting back to the conversation.
I don't like worms. It's weird. Like worms are just weird to me. Ugh. Like there was a little like baby worm in the yard the other day, and I was just like, I'm not touching that, but we need to move it. It was in my way.
Is it because it's slimy?
Yeah, it's just like
Because they move like snakes.
they do move like
But
for real.
I was
but
gonna say, yeah.
well, they move like they like inch.
I got you. They get fat and skinny fat. I wish y'all could. I'm glad you guys. I'm glad we had video today. That shit was hilarious. But if we didn't, that's the part works too.
Earthworm Jim made me like worms because it was like
That was a
earthworm.
funny commercial. I mean, not commercial, cartoon. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did used to watch that.
Now I'm gonna hear worms and might hear that in a beat or something like that.
fucking hilarious. Worms dancing and shit.
That's awesome though. So
That'll fuck up your vision for curly fries.
your vision, I ain't messing up my vision.
Yeah.
I fucks with curly fries. It's my favorite fry.
Well,
Shout
Don't
out
mess
to-
this up for me, please.
yeah.
Y'all
Thanks.
brought it up. Anyways, so you're somewhat disturbed. I wouldn't say fearful of worms. What else would be on that list?
Fearful? It's not that much I'm scared of. I mean, I know that
That's right,
sounds
fuck fear.
Like gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty gangster.
What if you had a beat battle and the guy's name that you were battling name was DJ Worm? How would you?
I would be fine with
be
that. I
okay?
would laugh, and I would in the beat battle. I would do a freestyle and clown his ass or something. Even though I can't freestyle, but I would try.
Do you make beats?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
okay,
I
okay.
will though. Actually, I made one beat with Sound Mob. I don't know if y'all heard of them.
Yeah.
He has.
Shout out to Sound Mob. They helped me.
Shout out to Rue.
Yeah, I made my first beat with them.
Is it Ryu?
Ryu. Like
Hadoop.
Ryu.
Yeah, that's all I thought of telling. Straight up.
Yeah, I made my first beat with them, and I'm gonna take it back to Cali. It was slapping.
Yes, that is very Bay
was slapping.
Bay word right there for sure.
So where are you originally from? Since you crossing continent. Well,
I'm from the A,
Okay.
all right.
Atlanta, aka Stone Mountain.
Born and raised.
No, I was born in Fort Benning, the Army base in Georgia.
Okay.
But right afterwards we moved, and then I was back and forth because my parents split up when I was 5. So that whole go see your dad on the
Yeah.
weekend, go see your mom. Shit.
Is that who sounds like that? Your mom and dad?
Both of them.
Hilarious.
They both sound like that.
Indeed.
But yeah, so I was back and forth between Texas and Atlanta all my life. I split up my high school year in Georgia, and I graduated in Texas, and then I've been here ever since.
Already.
Dope. You go back and forth to Texas and Atlanta a lot?
Not recently. I've been back in like 2 years, but I gotta make that trip and go see my dad's side of the family. All my mom's side of the family is in Germany, including her. They're all in Germany.
When's the last time you been out there?
Ooh, when I was a baby.
Went to Germany?
Yep.
Seemed like that'd be a dope trip.
Oh yeah, and then I already know if I go out there, I'm gonna get booked. So I'm just ready to go. I'm actually waiting just a little bit, but I'm gonna take that trip, and then it's gonna be my first time DJing internationally, so I can put international DJ behind my name,
Yeah.
That is
like
pretty
everybody
dope.
else. They haven't been international, but they're international.
I see a little.
Because they've been to Mexico, so they think they're
Right,
international.
Canada.
DJ.
No, I had a little job in Ontario. It's awesome.
Exactly.
I'm cold. No, it was cold there.
I
so.
DJ'd for Drake. He was next door actually, but
You know,
he
we were on
was
the-
there. He heard my
We were on the
music.
San Diego Tijuana borderline. Like it was half of the club was in Mexico. You needed your passport.
Exactly.
He brought up a reference that he actually. Yeah, I like that reference you just threw out there.
I mean, you got to speak from experience.
That's actually true. That's good.
Yeah, but no, I was in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a whole episode. About that. It was pretty interesting.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was Tijuana's a very interesting place to say the least.
I heard it's not safe to be there.
Yeah.
It's like you'll get robbed by the police, little kids with masks, and Like if you're too flashy, you got too much jewelry.
Oh, he ain't. Got
Yeah, no. First of all, I'm not that kind
I
of
don't know.
guy.
They might try to get you for your little chain right there.
Well, this is my goddaughter's.
You stole it from
I
her?
got this from on her baptism day.
Oh, I thought you stole it from her. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so I've been wearing this ever
special.
since. Yeah, so this.
Oh,
this
you
this
posted
has-
her recently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little. That's young Monty.
Oh,
Yeah, her name is Hermione, but I'm like, nah. She got a cool ass uncle. She about to be young Monty from this point forward.
young Monty. I like that.
I
like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And their parents think it's the most cutest thing in the world. I'm like, nah, man, we don't gangster this girl up.
Don't gangster her up. Please don't do that.
You already did. Young Monty and this thing.
Yeah, no, it's a
Wait
wrap.
till she get older. How old is she?
She just turned one. Just turned one.
Oh, she's a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where the I do want to know where your DJ influence came from. Was it when you were in Atlanta? Was it when you were in Texas?
My dad, he's a DJ.
Really?
And an artist.
You did come. That's right. You did say that.
And a drill sergeant.
Your dad is sounding more and
And a
more.
mailman.
Wow.
He's
A Renaissance man, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the entrepreneur for real, and that's where I think I got my entrepreneurism from. But I don't really remember when he was DJing because I was young, but I saw videos and pictures, and he used to take me to like barbecues and stuff that he used to DJ, and then he always had the equipment,
Right.
always
I was gonna say.
set up in the garage wherever we lived. It was always set up, and he used to be in there. He has a big record collection, and it's funny because I never was like interested in it until maybe 5 years ago. After my brother, he started DJing, and I'm like, maybe we need to keep this in the family.
Right.
So I was like, let me try it out. And I've always had the ear for music because, like, in high school, I was that person that you would go to get the mix CD,
Right.
the music for the party. That was me.
Dope.
I was downloading what's that, LimeWire?
LimeWire, yeah.
Crashed my computer like
Of
10
course.
times. But I'd be in my room in the dark. It was like some emo shit. In the dark with some black lights. And I was just in with my little computer speaker in the sub. And I was just in there just listening to music, bass beating. My mom like, turn that shit down. But
I feel like every teenager's had that.
Yeah,
kind of phase.
exactly. But that was me. So it was like I always had the ear for music, and I knew what was hot and what wasn't. So I was like, why not try it out? So one of my homeboys that was a DJ, he had started out, and he was like, you could come chill with me, and I'll let you come jump on my set sometimes once you get the hang of it. And then ever since then, I ain't looked back. Like,
This was like high school parties. This was like in college or.
no, high school. I never went to college,
Okay.
by the way.
Okay, I dropped that.
I went overseas after I graduated high school for 3 years, Afghanistan.
You weren't in the military though.
No, I was a contractor. I worked for
Got it.
KBR,
Got it.
Halliburton.
Oh, you was getting bread.
Oh yeah. I was making good money at a young age, and I blew it. You know, I was young, dumb, have nothing to show for it for what I made back in those days. But you know, it was a lesson learned because now I know how to manage my money now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I did that. I went straight overseas. Plus, my mom, you know, she was struggling, and I was like, I got to take care of me and her. And then my brother at the time wasn't making a lot of money, so I kind of took care of our family for a little bit, and then.
Shout out to Halliburton, taking care of
Yeah,
families.
for real. It was hard. I mean, I was only able to come home like every 2 weeks. Every 4 months for 2 weeks. And that, man.
Took a toll on you.
Yeah, I was like, I want to see my family. I want to spend this money. Why I got to be out here?
That is, oh my goodness.
Man, it was crazy. I blew that. I blew all that money. But anyways, yeah, so I did that, and then I came back, jumped into corporate America, oil and gas, since I was doing that in overseas, and I was tired of having a boss, and I was just like, I need to find something I could get good at and just focus on that and make money off of that. Do something that I love to do and it doesn't feel like a job, and quit my corporate office job and took DJing full time, and I ain't stopped.
So after that point, what was the first spot you DJ'd?
Social Junkie.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that was my very first gig.
So this
This
feels
is
like
recent.
this
Yeah,
is
this is
recent.
recent.
I know, right? Because, well, you know, Social Junkie's been around for a while. But, you know, I only started DJing 4 years ago. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's real recent. But, yeah, that was my first gig. I did, like, this lesbian party. And it was terrible. Like, they were all looking at me and laughing at me because, like, everybody knew me before I started DJing. So, it was like, now I'm a DJ. They're like, let me see what you... And then it was bad.
Because they had a identity of you before.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about with the rabbit and the chicken eating.
Exactly.
Part. Yeah. They're like, we're not eating this rabbit. That's what they were thinking.
Pretty much.
No way. She's
Pretty
too
much.
cuddly. I'm not partying to this. Dancing with my homegirls with this.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then it was this other DJ that was there, and she was just like real shady, and it kind of like motivated me. I was like, oh, you treat me like shit right now, but I'm coming for your ass. Like, and it's been over ever
Well,
since.
elaborate on her shadiness. Is it like with like financially? Was it like
No, it was just during my set, like, and I hope she's watching too, because you don't know this, but
Yeah.
I'm letting you know now. You was my biggest motivation. But yeah, during the set, like I kept messing up or I needed help, like technically with the controller and the sound and everything, and I would ask her, and she just kind of got like figure it out. And then I had my homegirl with me, and she was emceeing, and she kind of like gave out some wrong information over the mic, and the girl was just acting like just out of line for no reason. Like, we all here to have fun,
Right.
And you know, this is new for me. It's my first gig, but I think she was just like on some jealous shit. So
Indeed.
ever since then, I was like, all right, I that's cool. I'm gonna let you make it.
So all it takes is one of those.
Exactly. And ever since, man, she has no idea. She
Cheers
helped me
to
with
her.
this, with my career now.
DJ such and such.
I don't even know. I forgot her name. I forgot her
There you
name.
go. DJ, I forgot.
Damn.
DJ not relevant. How about that?
I know her. I know her.
And if she's watching the live feed right now, damn, that's some
I
pure
hope
singing.
she is. I hope she is. And maybe this could be motivation for her.
There you go.
to
And then
turn
she can
around
thank you.
and like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I was in that booth telling her to figure that shit out. Now I'm
Right.
sitting there trying to figure the shit out.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so DJ'd, was it that was at Social Junkie?
Yeah.
Because we actually started a radio show at Social Junkie.
Yeah, we was doing the Loso show
Yeah.
on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, we started. So we have something in common.
Tuesday nights are pretty
Really?
legendary at Social Junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had some popping events like pretty much kind of like 3 times, 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only spot that was really consistent with that to me.
I miss Social Junkie.
I do too.
Listen, I love what they're doing at the address. I do. I love the environment.
can't-
I don't like the parking.
low.
I'm just putting that.
Yeah, the parking is terrible.
I hate the parking.
I'll ride by thinking I'm about to go, and then I see this parking situation, and I turn right back around and go home.
Now, like, don't get it twisted. You know, the people that were at Social Junkie that are still working at, that are working at the address now, I still got mad love for them. I'm going to support them until, the sun gives out. At the end of the day, though, Social Junkie just had this vibe, and it's unmatched. It's unmatched.
It was a vibe. It was definitely a vibe. I miss it. I was shocked when they just out of nowhere was like, "Oh, we're closed." I didn't see it coming. I've heard of them shutting down for a little bit and revamping themselves, renaming themselves, redoing the interior in the club, and then coming back. Social Junkie Reloaded, but then they just.
Psych.
I was like, all that work y'all did putting into the club now?
Yeah,
Just like,
I felt that
damn.
same way. But listen, there was some good that came out of it. I'm no longer eating chicken wings on a random
Yeah,
day out
you're
of
right.
the week.
You're right.
That's funny.
The food.
Yeah, the food was just that damn good.
Yeah, no, it was, it really
It
was.
was good.
Yeah.
I'd be in there eating sliders, chicken wings,
Steak
and all
night.
this kind of stuff.
Yeah, steak night and all that. That was super, super, super delicious. I know. There we go. There we go. We back. You want another one?
Please.
There we go.
So let's talk about your taste for music. Because I'm assuming when you first DJ'd this spot, you were playing were you playing stuff that you thought was hot? Were you playing music
I
that
listened to the radio, of course, because
What's a radio?
right? That's a whole nother conversation right there. But no, I listened to the radio and I
Shout
kind
out
of
to
just
93.7 The Beat, which DJ Shante works for.
thank you. Y'all tune in.
iHeartMedia.
That's huge.
Yeah, so I listened to the radio, the songs that were hot at the moment, and then just some. Normally, when you DJ, it's just not really all about the powers or the hits. It's really taking it back on people and playing music that you wouldn't expect to hear in a club. Like it's something that you would play in your car at home, and just kind of finding a way to mix it in. So that's what I try to do.
It's a strong emotion when you. Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and then you hear it, you ain't got no choice but to like jam. But and then like I said, I listened to my homeboy. I used to sit in the booth with him for hours. His gigs would be like
This is the guy that took her out.
DJ Mathematics.
Nice.
Shout out to DJ Mathematics. He really helped me get my start. Just technically, like with the whole learning how to use a controller, and then throwing me out there to actually DJ in front of people and not in my room.
That's key.
Yeah, so I basically learned from him, got a couple songs from his hard drive, and then that's why I said it was terrible, because I just didn't. For the environment, it was a younger crowd.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to hear ratchet, and I wasn't doing that, so that's why I was like a bomb. But
So I guess there's a difference with playing what you like and playing what they want to hear.
Right.
How do you decipher? Because like I guess that's why he had to push you out. Because playing in your room, you don't get that element.
You just play everything you like to hear.
So when you're in a spot and you're looking at what are you looking for? Because no one's gonna give you a thumbs up, or what are you looking for?
They will. Yeah. They'll come and they'll be like, "You jamming? I ain't heard this." Or they'll if you see somebody dancing or you see somebody bobbing their head, that means you're on a good track. Okay. But that's what you have to watch for at all times. Like a lot of DJs, including myself, but because I've been doing this so long, I know. But a lot of DJs got what is it?
Their playlist.
What do they call it? Something face. I forgot. But anyways, they're
rest in
Serato face is what they call it.
Face.
Serato is the DJ program, but they call it Serato face because their face is in the laptop the whole time,
right?
And they're just
next song.
Nobody's looking at the crowd, and you don't know if anybody's enjoying what you're playing or not because you're so focused. So that's what I do. I stay focused because I'm trying to mix at the same time, but I'm also looking and I'm checking and I'm like, okay, they rocking this, and I'm always just one step ahead of the game, as far as mixing wise. It's a science to be in a great.
I'm very interested, almost as interested as if you were like pimps interest me. Like, how do you get a girl to do that shit?
But it interests me too.
Yeah, but you guys do the same. You guys do the same thing.
No. They got a new show coming out that Big Boy is on.
Yeah, and I've been watching that.
But is that already out?
It's already season 1's done. It's real good though.
Oh, so but I just started seeing the previews.
But you DJs do almost a very similar thing, other than like beating women and making money off them.
Right.
But when you're looking at an audience, right, and no one's giving you the thumbs up and no one's dancing, what do you like? Okay, what do I want to do?
If nobody's dancing, it just depends on the record. If you know it's a hot record, it's a power song, it's in rotation, it's on radio, it's just maybe they're just not having a good time within themselves. So you can still let it ride. But if you're trying out a record and it's old or it's new, it's too new, and nobody's, then you most likely need to just get out of it and play something that they do know and that they will like. It's kind of like sandwich. It's called sandwiching. You play something new or something old, and
something they know,
and then play something that everybody knows
want them
in between.
To know. Exactly. I thought the sandwich was the other way around. That's interesting.
Let me ask you this:
it's old new, and then something that they know that's gonna rock, that's gonna work in the club in the middle, and then get back out and play something new again.
I thought it was the other way around. That's cool.
Nah.
So let me ask you this: so with you also working with radio and then you work in clubs, you kind of get to see both ends of it. Are most of the songs that they're playing on the radio work in the club, or is it what's playing in the club works on the radio?
Some of the songs that they're playing on the radio definitely work in the club.
Right.
Some of the songs in the club, I know for sure wouldn't work on radio because radio is a different demographic, a different audience. Now, the normal radio person that listens to a radio is not in the club every weekend, so they don't know those songs that we're playing in the club.
Right.
They only know what we play on the radio, and that's just, they tune in, they drive to work, they drive home, and that's it. They don't go out. They don't go to parties, anything. So the ear is different. Right. And you'll be surprised, my station, 93.7, is mostly white and Hispanics that listen. It's not a lot of black people.
Why is,
and it's a hip-hop and R&B station.
You know why that is?
I don't know why that is. But it's different. I'm like, I would expect it to be a lot more black people.
I'm a guess. I think our culture, we're early adopters on like different apps, streaming things. We go to Dat Piff and hip hop and all that. So I think if it's like a mainstream iHeart, they're playing more mainstream things that were like, it's almost like language. Like you hear someone now maybe saying fleek, we've been saying it like years ago or something, kind of like that.
Yeah,
that would be a guess. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's interesting.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think that.
Yeah, the audience is way different in radio than it is.
And this is not a snub, but take it as you may. When I listen to radio, I feel like it's so far behind from what I'm listening to.
It definitely is.
It's to where it's like, I've been heard this shit,
But that may be why. That's the only thing I can think of at this point of why we may not be dominating the listening. But that's interesting. You got all kind of good information.
Free game.
Now I'm curious to see if the other guys had the same kind of numbers and whatnot. That'd be interesting. But nevertheless, so let's talk about the music that you enjoy listening to when you're not in the DJ booth, not at the radio. What are you listening to right now?
Timeless classics. It's just
Shanté.
No, with that too, but it's like with the new spin on it. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of Solection Radio, OVO Radio,
Yeah,
OVO Sound Radio,
Beats Radio, yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
It's like more of like electronic R&B or electronic music in general.
Okay.
But it's just like they can take a normal song, Migos, Bad and Bougie, and put their spin to it, their beat on it, and it's crazy.
Wow.
Like, and that's what that's if I'm gonna test a new song or if I'm gonna test a record, I'm gonna throw a remix on there. It's either a mashup, a remix, or like an edit. Like they just do what they want to. They create their own beat on it.
Solection
Radio. Check it out if you haven't heard of it.
Apple Music.
SOUL.
No, it's not on Apple Music. Actually, it might be. I don't know. No, it's not. OVO Radio is though.
Oh, yeah.
But Solection, they just have their own website that you would go to, or SoundCloud. They have all their mixes on SoundCloud.
That's dope.
See, and I'm so far behind the SoundCloud deal because I'm so
SoundCloud is the wave.
Yeah.
That's where I find, like, when I find new music, I find it on SoundCloud. I'm not on I use Apple Music for one, and I use SoundCloud. Those are my main go-tos. I don't use Spotify or anything else. None of those other things.
But that's why I think that's why you're important, right? Because you actually pick the strawberries, right? I'm going to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't for you, there'd be no section there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you're a strawberry is what I'm saying.
Pretty much, yes. And I pick the best, juiciest strawberries.
Yeah.
If I can say so myself.
Yeah. That's actually
touche.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just. And the thing about it is back to DJing, everybody has the same. It's like a menu. Everybody has the same menu. You have to pick what you want to eat off that menu, but. It's like, what are you going to add to that? Like, or what? How are you going to present yourself, or how are you going to present your music different than how 50 million DJs are presenting the same thing? You can put the same mix in a row, by BPM, all the new hot songs, and cool, you're DJing. Mm-hmm. But it's like, what is it about you that makes you memorable? That somebody's going to leave your event or leave your venue and be like, she did some shit I ain't never heard of, or he did something and he put these two songs together I wouldn't even think went together, but it was jamming. It had me, bobbing my head, or it had me dancing, twerking, whatever. That's my thing about DJing. Is like a lot of DJs, they are not different. They do the same thing, or they're just not technically sound. Like, you shouldn't have been DJing for 10, 20, 17, 5, 10, 11 years. And you can't beat match. Like,
right.
You can't beat match, or you don't know when the end of a song is coming up and you run over and your songs are crashing, your train wrecking all over the place. It annoys me so much. But hey, those are the ones that are winning right now. So
well, we were talking about it earlier, and I think the audience a lot of times they don't have an ear as specific as yours.
Right.
So a lot of times
you have to think about that. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody's really paying attention like you are. Like, I can't go to a club that I'm not DJing and not pay attention to the DJ in detail. Mm-hmm. Everybody else just going to have a good time and they want to hear good music and dance, but I'm in there like, oh, you shouldn't have did that, or oh, that was terrible, that was a bad transition.
And subconsciously they may feel it too, but they're not going to pick it apart.
If you know me, if you're around me, they catch on because they're just around me.
Right.
But the normal person, no.
Right, but still, I think when you tap into a specific emotion, that's what they will connect to.
And it's called pockets. You got to stay in the pocket. A lot of DJs don't stay in the pocket. They'll go from like a high trap booty shaking song to like a low, and they'll just kill the vibe real quick.
That's when everybody goes to the bar.
You have to stay in pocket. Yeah, exactly. You have to stay in pocket and kind of ride that little wave that you're doing at the moment, and then whatever follows with that.
Right.
They don't get that though.
Yeah.
They don't get that.
I'm gonna start DJing tomorrow. I'm sorry, I got all the information.
Hey, if you got the catalog, the music,
I'll get it.
Do it.
That's right. I'm saying with everything.
Get you an iPad. They got the little DJ thing on.
Would you be offended? Like I would too if I was a DJ coming from like Wax and all that. I'd be romantic about it. But I was at the flat one time and it was just like this Asian dude on an iPad. And I was like, what the fuck? But he was killing.
He was killing it.
That's all that I don't care about.
I've seen it before.
Is that frustrating though? That would be like us going to a photo shoot, like looking over someone at a photo shoot with an iPhone. We'd be like, nigga, what? But they came out dope.
I've seen that before too, and they're taking bomb ass pictures
And
that look like off of a
it's
real
like, what
camera.
can you say? It's like,
I mean, well,
it's to each his own.
Yeah.
But it's just like
the technicality is all in it and how you're doing
DJs that use Wax or that use turntables, and then they see us new DJs coming up with these controllers, and they feel some kind of way, and they're like, you wasn't there when we was carrying crates and using actual. Okay, that's cool. It's just I wasn't coming up in that time.
Right,
my dad was. I watched him do it, and I'm glad I didn't come up in that time because it was a struggle. Like all that, I hate carrying my DJ bag now, and it's not even that much. I hate carrying it, but imagine carrying big ass crates and.
It's crazy. Having to hire a team to do that.
Right. So crazy. I mean, hey. I'm all about get it how you live. Like if your transitions are good and you're playing good music, I don't give a damn how you're presenting it. Do what you do. Just don't sound like shit. If you can rock the crowd, I don't care if you DJing off your iPhone. I've done that before. I didn't have my turntables and they were like, well, what you gonna do? I was like, bet. And I just made sure I dropped the songs in time, like good timing. So you just gotta use what you gotta use at the moment.
I've seen Grief do it, and he killed a Thursday night at Jet Lounge on an iPad, and I'm like, dude, that's
Grief is a beast anyway.
Yeah, you just plug just like an auxiliary cable in his nose, and it's just gonna come out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's dope. Hell yeah. Okay, so we've touched on the music. We dabbled it a little bit into your experience with radio. Well, no, let's do that. Let's talk about your transition into radio.
Okay.
DJing 4 years, and hell, you for anybody that's either been doing this, they may feel like that's a quick jump.
Yeah, a lot of people are in their feelings about it, or they're like,
you.
"This cool,
4 years."
Hey, I need a little hate sometimes. Like I said, I use the hate as motivation, but at the end of the day, when I jumped into DJing, I caught on faster than the normal person because, like I said, it has to be in you. You have to have that ear. You have to be able to feel it. Like a lot of people can just like music. Everybody likes music. Everybody has their own style or what they like to listen to. But it's just as far as being a DJ, it's just things you have to learn, and you have to learn them quickly. And some people don't learn them, or they don't understand it. They just don't get it, and they're stuck and they have the same style, or they just do the same thing for years on years on years. But you have to progress every year. Or every month to me. Shoot. Are you sipping tea? Is that coffee?
It's coffee. Oh. But I'm putting a little bit of
okay. I'm like, y'all got me feeling bad. I'm over here drinking.
I put a little
just drinking coffee.
Yeah. but I have a feeling that you were like popular.
I was so yes. I was already in Houston hosting parties, and I knew a lot of people. I'm big on networking. I like talking to people. I'm a people person. So what differentiated, I couldn't even get that out.
You pulled it off.
That was a struggle.
You got it though.
That was a struggle, but the difference between me, is because I knew all these people. I knew all these club owners. I knew all these promoters already.
Right.
So it was just like, hey, I'm DJing, so let me come open up. I do it for free. I just want to throw myself out there. And so that doing it for free and practicing is what built me. Like I started paying attention, and I was like watching. I'm like, okay, this is working. I started going to clubs, checking out other DJs, seeing how they did it, talking to them, introducing myself. Hey, if you have any time and you want to show me, give me some game, I'm all here. Let me know. And they were willing, of course. And I ain't gonna lie, being a female is easy because it's just easy. They want to work with you. So that helped me out, but. I've just been a hustler and a go-getter.
I don't want to shortchange you there. Sometimes it can be to a point. I think that you can get in trouble if you weaponize it.
You
too
can,
far.
But me being me,
you just leverage it enough.
Right. I never crossed any lines, or I never gave that person any hope that it was going to be something else, or not offered anything else like, help me out.
I think some girls make that mistake.
I've been transparent. Exactly.
Yeah,
they mess themselves up.
Yeah.
By offering or doing more than what's necessary. If you just be true to yourself and true to your goals and let that person know, and they have the option to be like, nah, or yeah. And if they want to help you, you're gonna know. If they're genuine about helping you, they will do it. And I've met a lot of genuine people that have been they're just interested in my best benefit. So I didn't have that problem. But if it wasn't for them, I promise you, I probably wouldn't be on the level that I am now. But outside of that, I've just always been a student. I was a student of it. I studied it on YouTube. I took online classes. I took classes, DJing classes. I sat in a booth for hours. It was steps that nobody knows that I went through.
So you did go to college?
No. Well, yeah. It was online college.
YouTube
clearly.
University?
Mm-hmm. And I studied. This is not no fly-by-night type of thing. You have to stay, and I'm still learning. I still don't know everything. I still am not the best, I'm really good. I'm not the best, but you know, I have a long way to go, and I'm still working towards. I'm trying to be like a dope scratcher, right? Like I got the whole mixing mixing game down and the music down. Now I'm just the technical.
The scratching is that's dope. That's super dope.
Psychology of it all.
Right. Once I get that, and like I said, I've only been 4 years in, and I've accomplished already what I have, which is thank God. Like it's man.
Yeah, that's some Gerard Carmichael success right there. It's just super. That's a super fast track, and just where you're at. Not only because we can see it, just being foot soldiers in the city of Houston, seeing all the parties, the larger parties you're spinning at, but also being a part.
And I'm not even doing the biggest parties. I'm doing some okay parties.
Right.
I'm not even doing the biggest, but I'm fine with that because I don't want to be like, I'm fine with not DJing in clubs. I like to do cool parties, cool house parties, cool events, more corporate stuff. Because now it's like I'm at a level like this is my full-time job outside of radio. This is what I do. I DJ. So it's now about the money and what I'm worth. And a lot of people don't see my worth and don't want to pay me for my worth. So I'm not doing certain events or certain clubs because it's not lucrative for me. It's not building my brand at all. It's building your brand, but it's not building my brand.
Yeah, and you recognize it, and I think that's key.
Yes.
Because sometimes what people end up doing...
Some stuff can ruin you. Some stuff can ruin you.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're going to laugh when you hear this back. The conversation we had right before you came in is literally like what you're saying now. It's hilarious. I'm like,
hey, man.
Did she hear this? Did you have it on speakerphone?
It's the vibes, bro. It's the vibes.
I guess so.
And that's my thing. I want to stick to certain vibes. Like, it's like I'm now to the point where I turn down a lot of things because it doesn't fit my brand. It doesn't fit my vibe. I can't go and have a good time doing this or because I feel like it's a job. I'm not doing nothing that feels like a job to me.
Exactly.
Like it's a force or I'm like, oh, everything's got to be.
You had your phone on speakerphone, yo.
Nah, bro.
It's like copying what we're saying, yo. I'm not approving this. No,
it's just when you come across dope people that are good at what they do, you know what you're getting yourself into. Bottom line, if I go book DJ Shanté, I'm not going to tell her I need you to play X, Y, and Z.
And that's annoying. So, I'm like, you booked me, let me do my thing.
It's like,
and see, I love that. I appreciate that too.
Oh, no,
trust me. You have to trust your DJ. You have to trust who you're.
You gotta listen to this. Oh, this is crazy.
You know what I mean? And bringing it back to that, when you book a photographer, because you know they're good at what they do.
Right. They're gonna capture those moments. You
really got.
I do need to hear.
This is pretty eerie. I'm like, wait a minute.
How is it eerie? It's just
it's not that everyone people have the
ride
same
the waves, bro. Ride the waves.
Literally, like there was a few other things you were saying. I was like, oh, we said that in the beginning, and I'm saying that all the time now. I'm gonna stop saying that now. I'm just let you talk. But I think that's pretty eerie that you're tapping into that.
Let's switch it up a tidbit. We've gotten into the music. We even gotten into your transition into radio. Let's talk about things that folks wouldn't know about Shanté Williams. We've talked about your pets. Matter of fact, let's talk about what do you have now?
I have 2 dogs. I have 2 dogs.
And you frequent.
I didn't know black people like dogs.
I do. I love them. They're my babies.
You see my dog all the time on. You know what's fun? Well, kind of. Forever. But continue.
Oh, yeah. So I have 2 Shih Tzus.
I love that name, by the way.
Do you like the name Shih Tzu?
Yeah, it's awesome. I like when people say it. I got a Shih Tzu with a serious face too. I got 2 Shih Tzus. Bam. But yeah, that's pretty.
Bam.
There's a real horrible joke that I have rehearsed with Shih Tzu.
Okay.
If you mix it with a bulldog, you get a bullshit. Never mind.
Boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. Never mind. So you got 2 Shih Tzus. What are their names?
So it was nice for you to join us.
So one is a female. I was about to say a lady. I was about to say my damn dog's a lady. That's how much I love her. No. Her name is Beja. And then there's another one, Boy. He's not really mine, but I helped raise him. Like, his name is Oliver. He's the cutest little thing, but those are my babies.
Beja is actually a name of a person I had Complex.
Yes, that's where I got it from. I liked her name, and she's dope as hell. And I was like, man, I'm naming my dog Beja.
Yeah,
man, listen, this morning, and that you mentioned that, I went through a couple of my magazines trying to find out, who were the contributing writers, who were the publishers, this, that, and the other. I just started following them on social media. So I haven't gotten to my Complex magazines yet.
Oh, okay.
I've ran through my sources in double XL.
Well, she doesn't work with them anymore, but
Well,
you'll
I mean,
see
you
in
know.
her bio say former Complex. But no, she was cool. She's actually doing what I want to do pretty soon.
She went to, I know she went to like branding or modeling or something.
Yeah, she's killing. She likes styling, modeling.
That's right. She
Killing
styled
it.
what's her name? The dancer.
Sierra.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that. That was
Yep,
pretty dope.
killed that look too. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Sierra.
Yeah.
But anyways,
So
So,
what, you're trying to get into styling and
no. I mean, I got a little style, I think, but no, like
sure.
with what she was doing with a Complex, just reporting news and just the music industry. I think that would be something cool. Like I'm doing a lot of interviews now at the station when artists come through. It's like I'm just trying to expand and just be more than a DJ now. I'm working on being a personality. Sometimes I cover overnights on 93.7. So it's just more to me than just being a DJ. I'm trying to expand all outlets, and then I'm actually trying to get like how to run a station, learn how to be a music director, program director, all of that. I'm learning everything because it's not a lot of women, females that are doing it in radio. So I just want to break that barrier and add on.
You read Angie Martinez's book?
No, I didn't. Should I?
I would definitely, especially what you're talking about. She basically broke it down how she came in the game working with Flex, and she was running boards, doing everything. So she kind of, what you're saying, just knew how to do it all.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it all, but knowing how to do it, I think is
key.
Yeah.
And
sure.
they can't stop you. And when they need something, I'm there.
Right.
At all times. So. Yeah.
that's it.
And now, especially with radio, you remember the term radio face? You got good face for radio. Now that's not. You remember that?
God damn.
I'm old. So
Good face for radio? You
That was
can't
a diss.
see the. Oh,
It was a
okay.
diss.
I was like,
you got a great face for radio. Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But now it's like that you're not winning. You need to have like
both.
You need to be very
because now
very,
it's transitioning to video. Everything,
all the time.
even radio interviews, you can now watch it on video.
Case in
live.
point, we got
what we're doing right now, podcast,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was funny because somebody was hitting me up was saying that they were getting ready to do a podcast. I was like, okay, well, what all do you have? And they was like, we just got cameras. So what do you mean you just have cameras? You don't have the mics or anything like that? No, we were just going to do video and put it up.
Yeah.
That's not a podcast.
It's not a podcast, but
Okay.
you could do that.
So, but yet, and
Actually-
now, but that also shows me how people are getting podcasts as well. Because if this is the general perception of what a podcast is,
It depends on the culture
It's
too. Like
on-
you were breaking down with the different demographics. Now, I was listening like Joe Rogan and all those guys. Majority of their audience comes from the listening and the app.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a reason why Apple transitioned and put an app on your phone. And of course, if you don't
a
listen
podcast
to it,
app, like to listen or to record.
no, I mean to listen. So
Oh, okay.
you down because before the podcast, I've been listening to podcasts for a long time. They didn't have you had to like go find it from the app store. It was like in the iTunes store type shit. You had to go find it. But now there's like an app that's separate. And I remember people got mad like, why y'all download this app to do it? But I think they did that because they knew it was okay. This is something separate.
Yeah.
This is a beast. But I think there are certain demographics where they get it by ear. And I think it's good to cover all of it. And I don't know if you guys follow like Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
He talks about just he'll do a podcast, he'll do the video to it, and he'll transcribe it to.
Is this bad
print.
to say? I don't know how people can listen to podcasts. My attention span is terrible.
That's right.
I can't sit there for that long and listen to people talk.
Right.
I mean, unless the conversation is just like great, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this is getting juicy.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Right.
like I can't
just-
can't focus.
and I
That's
think
why I
there's
don't
a-
understand how people listen to my podcast. All I do is talk.
Yeah.
And y'all might hate me because I just use my cell phone,
Right.
the little voice recorder.
Right.
no.
No.
I mean,
Use
like
that, and
however
I
you
sent
get
the file.
however you get it done is how you get it done.
And it hits everybody.
That's
Yeah,
exactly like with DJing. However you get it done.
yeah.
Just get it done.
iPad,
Because
phone.
people will. You gotta think. I know I have friends that are massage therapists, right? So they give massage. They have it in their ear, and this is long form content, right? So if you have something in your ear, you can't just keep going. Okay, 6 minutes, the video's going to end. You got to find another video.
Yeah.
A podcast can roll and you zone out. It's not music. You don't always want to hear music, especially when you get older. Music is like okay.
Yeah.
You want to hear a conversation about something substantial.
Substance.
Yeah, right, precisely. So I think and there's some like you like I can't listen to that shit. I need to, So I think it's for everything. It's
Because I
good
have
to cover it all.
ADD. So
Absolutely.
I have
I
bad
mean,
ADD.
It's everything for everybody, whether you want to see it visually or whether you just care to hear the audio, you're in the gym, you're listening to the audio, or, you're at home and you want to watch it on your TV. However you get it is how you get it, man. So Fucking right.
Get it how you live.
That was in a song somewhere.
I feel like my live is not even live. It's been stuck on that same thing.
It does. It does. It looks like it's just
You-
LCD.
You got some views on there.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
But it's been. I feel like it's been stuck the whole time. Y'all watching? Say what's up.
I think that died, Joe.
Yeah. Him died.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I do see the live thing. I don't see anything.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
I think it died. I saw it die. I was gonna say something earlier, but yeah, all good. It was frozen.
Yeah.
Elliot, you supposed to catch that, man.
Hey,
I'm
man,
blaming
I'm
Elliot.
looking this way.
Hey, I know I could see it, but I think I'm gonna blame Elliot.
And
Nah,
see right here is where I'll put like the little 5 hours later.
no, but this is catching it, right? Did this stop too?
Yeah, that been stopped.
God.
The Meebo been catching. The Meebo been working.
We good?
So, what's that?
We got a lot of time on the interview.
Oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. We ain't got no. Okay, cool. So long as I see that, is that good? Or sometimes it'll freeze. Is that good?
No, that should be good. Yeah, people are gonna start joining now.
Gotcha.
Word.
I don't.
And now we're back.
All right, I go to live and it's just not
You got to
live.
pay some bills, you know.
That's,
It happens.
I like that term. Pay some bills.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor. What was our sponsor's name?
Not a goddamn body.
I was about to say, y'all really
Yeah.
got sponsors for real? That's what's up.
No. In the beginning
Y'all
of our,
should. Y'all should.
We should.
Yeah.
You know.
Dudes ain't need to be sponsoring because I'm sure.
Not a goddamn body needs to come off that check. You know what I'm saying? We've been promoting their ass since day one.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Their business went up 10 points
Oh,
this fiscal year.
just.
This fiscal year, once we started mentioning
Oh,
them. Yeah.
nice.
We're pretty proud of that, TJ
I
Shante.
might need to. Can I get a sponsorship package, maybe?
Yeah, actually, we'll have our guys email it to your guys.
Please. All right.
And then
yeah.
you can
have
review
your
it
people
then.
hit my people.
Yes.
Yeah, not a goddamn body at notagoddamnbody.com. They will contact you at not a goddamn time.
Damn. All right.
So, oh man. So listen, I don't even know where to go from here. Literally, we've.
I want to
dabbled-
know. Okay, so first of all, we kind of glossed over the whole iHeart thing, and I know people ask you this all the time.
Oh wait, I didn't. You know what? You asked me how did I transition to radio. I really didn't tell you.
That's right. That's right.
So, random. I'm in the club, and the program director that was at our program director at the moment. About a year and a half ago, asked me. He'd been coming to my spot that I was DJing for like the last 4 years, and after a while, he was just like, I wanted to always bring female DJs on my station. And so that's when he offered like, when the holidays, they do like the holiday mix. So holiday mix show, he offered me that position. And then after that turned into like an actual mix show position weekly, like Monday through Friday. And so it's just basically hearing me in the club one weekend. And then when he was like, he was determined. He was like, I want to do something different with radio.
I want to go back to that night when he said that to you. Were you like, whatever, I'll try? Or were you like, you had to be?
No, I was excited because in actuality, radio was never like a goal of mine. A goal of mine was to be like a tour DJ. I wanted to link up with like a dope artist, rapper, singer, whoever.
Got it.
And go on tour and go out the country with it. Like
Yeah.
that was a goal for me. I thought that was success.
Did you shelf that, or is that still?
Now it's just like, I don't got time to be going out the country. I mean, not that I wouldn't, but it just really depends. I really have to believe in that artist to really just cut off everything that I have going on right now to pursue that. But
Makes sense.
it's still possible, and everything's possible, and I'm open to anything. Like you just never know in this business. So I'm not putting myself in a box, not saying no to a lot of things. It's just whatever.
So I was thinking about putting out an album and maybe touring.
Oh, you're gonna think about being a rapper?
Well, we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
going
we'll
back
talk about
to-
that later.
yeah.
So, but yeah, that's how that happened.
So, okay.
The album sponsored by Not a Goddamn Body. No
What-
business rapping
Wow.
coming out.
First of all, what holiday was this?
Ooh,
Was it MLK? I'll be offended.
I think it was 4th of July.
Oh, okay, I'm with it.
4th
I'm with
of
it.
July.
Okay. So it's that's a good holiday. So we make with our phone calls, like your friends and.
Just Instagram, social media.
Wow.
I posted it. They gave me a little flyer. DJ Shante, 937 to be mix show, 4th of July mix, whatever the mix was called at the time.
Right.
And we had a flyer with all the DJs from the station all on one flyer. And I thought that was like super dope
Yeah.
that I was even a part of that. I was like, This is live.
That's nice.
So I posted it, and everybody's going crazy.
You still have the flyer?
I still have the flyer. Yes.
TBT Thursday's coming up.
Yo, exactly, and I need to post that, right?
But that energy, you sending that out, what was the response from like your friends and also like
they were like,
colleagues?
congratulations, I'm proud of you, you know, I definitely saw this for you, you deserve it, all of that. Like, I don't get a lot of hate. I might get a little hate behind closed doors, but nobody ever tells me any, like, to my face.
Yeah,
so
haters
really, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, haters congratulate you too.
Yeah, exactly, and they do. And I shake hands, I give dap hugs to people that really don't really fuck with me like that, but it's cool. I mean, I'm cordial.
Right.
I'm not a beefy person. I'm not, fuck you, I've heard what you said about me. Like, it's gonna come back to you. Karma's gonna come back, and you might need me for some reason, and you gonna know how I handle you,
right,
based off of that. So
right. Yeah, that's, man. That has to be like a mind blowing moment, especially, and it tends to happen to people who aren't really anticipating that kind of thing. They're just out there doing their thing. Like you said, it's a passion. You follow along.
And like I said, people think it's easy, and they think it's simple, and it was simple for me, and it wasn't simple for me because I put in a lot of work behind closed doors that nobody knows. So, and I did a lot of networking. I talked to a lot of people. I got a lot of advice from a lot of people. I got the game from a lot of people that nobody knows. But I just, like I said, I became a student of DJing. Like, I'm a student of radio now. Like, I'm not a pro at it, but I'm learning, and once I learn, and I'm gonna be something to kill everything. Right. It's just a matter of time. Everything takes time. Yeah. So,
and I think what goes hand in hand too with the skill, you brought it up a few times, the networking piece. There's so many like
you have to be a people person. Like, people have to remember you.
That they want to work with you.
You just can't be a normal. Exactly. They have to want to work with you, and you just can't be a everyday face that they see and they're just like, nothing special about this person. Like. Make that introduction special. You know, what's the same? The first time when somebody meets you,
first impressions, everything.
Exactly.
Oh, got it. The easy one. I was like hard.
I'm like, you got this one.
Come on, Corey.
But no, yeah, your first impression is everything. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Honestly, but and some people and. It's so funny. Some people be feeling themselves. Like,
okay, I want to explain.
Yeah, I'm not naming no names.
No, you gotta get no names.
I ain't naming no names, but just people just really be feeling themselves and put themselves on a high pedestal than really what they are. Right. And it's like, you gotta humble yourself, and until somebody puts that title on you, or you don't have to introduce yourself when you go to certain places.
Right.
At the end of the day, still be humble. I'm very humble. Like, I don't feel like I deserve anything. If I go to a club and they're like, it's $20 to get in. Boom, here's 20. I'm not like, oh, I'm DJ Shanté, and I'm not DJ. You need to let me in. No, I don't care, because that's just not me. I'm not that person. I don't. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, cool.
Right.
But at the end of the day, some people would just be acting up, and they just feel like they're bigger than what they really are, and it's just so funny. Like, I just be laughing. Some people throw shots. Some people got some slick stuff to say, captions, little subliminal posts. I see all of that, and I just laugh. But at the end of the day, that's why you're stuck, and that's why you're not going any further in what you're doing. All that slick talk, all that talking out the side of your neck, all those subliminals. Why? Be more positive. People are attracted to more positivity, and just be somebody that somebody can look up to, and just inspire some people. Don't be talking crazy and talking mess all the time. Like, I mean, yeah, people like messy stuff, and people like drama, and like that's attractive too, but at the end of the day, just being positive and inspiring people is more important to me. And I feel like you'll get further in life with that.
I think that's the long run. I consider that manufactured confidence. A lot of times that comes from insecurity. So they feel like that's how they should be if they were this person or whatever. Oprah, I guarantee if she walked in here, she'd go, hey, I'm Oprah Winfrey.
She don't even got to say that.
And she don't have to, but she would do it just because she knows that's kind of some asshole shit. Just be like, hello. I know. I was gonna introduce myself, but I know.
But let me say it for you.
I see my face on your wall right there, so I know who I am. But I think that's true in positivity. A lot of times it's a longer road, but I kind of relate it to, like I said, if you went to the mall and you're trying to find a parking spot. We're talking about bad parking. Trying to find a parking spot. Spots are all taken. What a lot of people do, they'll try to get the closest spot. They'll pull into a lane. It's like 5 cars in front of them. Like, you're not going nowhere.
Right.
Like, it's almost better to go a little bit further out,
Yeah.
where no one's at. Find your own lane, park, and
Exactly.
just walk up. You're probably gonna end up walking right past them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but and I think positivity is like, you don't hear that kind of talk a lot. So I'm glad you even mentioned that.
Yeah, no, I'm all about that. Like, you won't ever hear me talking bad about somebody or throwing shots because for what?
Yeah.
Like, it's enough for everybody out here. It's not,
Right.
no, it's not a race to me. It's like, do what you're supposed to do, be great, be good at what you're supposed to be being good at. And if the right people notice who you are or what you're doing, you'll be fine.
Right.
And I feel like the right people notice. And so that's why everything speaks for itself.
You play any sports?
I play basketball. I'm an athlete,
that's
definitely,
why-
and I
that's
play
why I
volleyball. I kill your ass in volleyball. That was my sport. I'm good at basketball, but I was
So they probably,
better at volleyball.
They had you up at the net. If you
Yes.
Okay.
I was a hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blocker and shit.
Yep.
What was your position?
I was a weezer.
You were 4?
In basketball, shooting guard.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got
okay.
that shot.
Oh, so you do got a little arrogance in you then.
I mean, just on the court, but you know.
Yeah,
You know, you didn't see my.
She got a little
I don't know if you
swag
follow
to
me
her.
on social media, but on Instagram, we had the Legends Do Live event at the Rockets, and you know, I had a basketball, and I kind of did a little one-on-one dribbling with one of my homegirls, and she crossed me up. I felt bad about myself. I was like, damn, I'm old, like, and I was out of breath, like right away. I was like, I'm old. I gotta get back in the game.
This is one of them things. If you leave it alone.
But I let it be known on social media that she crossed me up.
Oh, that was nice.
I mean, that's humble. That's humble. So, you just posted this photo on your Instagram, or was it on your stories where you literally damn near bought entire Whole Foods?
Oh,
Really? You
it
bought
was
them?
Sprouts.
You own it now?
Sprouts is actually cheaper than Whole Foods, and they have the same thing to me.
Yeah, I don't really buy into the whole like it's more expensive stuff. It just depends on what you're getting.
I brought
That's
it.
true.
I brought it up to say, is this what caused that? Now you're trying to get into shape. So
This is a lifestyle for me.
Okay.
I'm a completely healthy person. Like, I eat healthy. Only downfall that I have is alcohol. Like, I love to drink. I can drink you up under the table. That's the only thing. But as far as my eating habits, they're very good. And I might indulge in crawfish every now and then, which is really bad for you because there's a sodium. But
yeah.
I mean, it's
Seafood
at the end of the day. But
one time a year that you
exactly. But all throughout the year, protein, vegetables, good carbs. Like, that's it.
30,000 followers. You need to get your followers up, okay?
I know, I do. That's not enough.
Jesus.
Now you need that M on there.
I need that. What is that?
No,
The
you need
stamp?
the check.
The
You need
check, yeah.
With the M, what's that? Oh, million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
one day. I'm not stopping until I do.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with people unless they have a million, so I'm not gonna follow you right now.
That's fine. That's cool.
Damn.
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Nah, that means I'll be following nobody. Yeah, damn. Ooh. I'm trying to find this video. Hold up, but hold on. Oh, I thought I was gonna play it.
What video?
The video where she crossed you up.
Oh no, there's no video.
You just let it be known.
It was a picture.
Oh, that's easy. I thought you had
No,
a video.
you could see the rotation, the ball in her hand, and I'm like, my face was like, and she's like, yeah, bitch.
Who took the photo?
That's hilarious.
Uninnocent bystander. I forgot his real name. Government.
That's a dope name though.
But on Instagram, you can follow him at Uninnocent Bystander. He's a dope photographer. He was the photographer for the event. A couple other photographers were there too, but he caught the moment. So
Dope.
Yeah, I can see you doing some branding stuff in here. I say, okay,
yeah,
some dope shit.
I'm trying to get them sponsorships and them endorsements. And I got a great team that I'm working with right now. Shout out to Heist.
Man.
Heist agency. What do we call it? Steal the show. We steal the show.
Heist age. That's
They're helping me with my branding, get my Instagram up, get my followers up.
Shout out to Heist Agency.
Yeah, they got these professional. I don't know if y'all see it, like how everything is like it's down to a science.
Right.
Post this at this time.
Oh, wow.
Post doing this. Your followers are more active at this time. Your reach, like it's no game. Like I feel like your social media is now your resume.
Yeah.
People judge you off your social media now.
Sure, it was your website almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck a website. It's just, what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, you look like somebody I need to follow.
Right.
Man.
It's that.
You watch Black Mirror?
Yeah.
That is my show. I watched the whole all seasons.
So you see,
not all episodes.
You seen the one where they were
on the phone and you meet somebody and you rate them. That shit was crazy, but I feel like that's what we're gonna get to.
Well, when you're in an Uber, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I bite my tongue sometimes. Go ahead.
So Lyft, you can set up a bio or like a profile, and you can put who you work for on your Uber account or your Lyft account. What station, what music you like to listen to, and something else. So I put, when I get in the car, I need you to put the radio on 93.7 The Beat.
Wow.
Because I work for them, blah, 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 blah. So when I got in the car today, nobody pays attention to it. Yeah. Like, none of my other drivers have did it. I get in the car today, and the guy was like, how you doing, Shanté? I was like, great. He was like, yeah, I went on ahead and put the station, 93.7 The Beat on for you, da-da-da-da. And he was like, I was like, how did you? I thought you was listening to this. He's like, no, it's on your profile or whatever. Like, that's how in depth it is now. Like social media, these apps are crazy. Like people would treat you from what you have on social media or what you have, the information that you're putting on the apps now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
the
crazy.
real. It's the real world. I think sometimes we think it's fake. You just be posting whatever.
Yeah,
you got to kind of dial.
Some
it back
stuff is fake though.
Yeah,
some people.
It is, as long as you know it's fake and how it will be perceived. Some people just put stuff out thinking it won't be perceived a certain way,
right?
And then people are treating you accordingly, and it's like, oh, okay, and that's one thing we got to navigate through.
You know, and you'll kind of figure it out. I mean, based on the stuff that you've either been putting out, and then how people are actual life treating you versus once you kind of hone in on what it is. It's like, oh shit, let me.
Yeah, people see me, they be like, they see me and they be like, yo, Corey, where the bitches at? And I be like, I'm like, yeah, I'm just shoot them. I'm not cool with them. That's
right.
weird.
Like we don't hang out. We don't all go turn up. Like
yeah. Like, or
like another thing, like social media. If you're constantly posting, like with me, I don't even run my Instagram account no more. I have somebody that posts for me. But then if there's a post, somebody will text me and be like, oh, you didn't answer my phone call, but you over here posting, and I'm like, that wasn't me. But it's just like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I'm saying. People perceive whatever they're going to perceive. Like, and it won't even be you.
Right.
It's just different. Like, people really go to social media, and that justifies a lot of things for them. And it's crazy to me. It's like, no, it's social media. I go on here to bullshit and maybe lie sometimes. Like, don't call me about no bullshit that I put on Instagram. Like, it's all fun and games. Like, don't take it so serious.
It makes you feel very tangible.
Yes.
You know, the fact that they can go there, see what it is that you're doing.
And they think they know you.
Yeah.
They think they know your life.
You know?
That's why I use my Insta Snap to kind of showcase my life throughout the day.
Yeah.
So, like, some stuff is not on there.
Yeah.
Some stuff is, but you still don't know me until you know me.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Get out of here. You don't know me.
Which is true. I started using the story to kind of like, I use the, of course, the timeline, or I don't know what you call it. I kind of curate my brand. I hate saying that, but I curate my brand.
No, say posts. That. You are a brand.
And then the story, I can kind of bullshit.
That's you. Yeah, exactly.
That's what, and that's literally
it's like a front page of your newsletter or something,
right.
And you're showing like, okay, hey, this is me. This is what I represent. This is what you can get. This is what I like. Blah blah blah.
You still use Snapchat?
I kind of veered away from it's hard. I've never been a big Snapchat person, but ever since they made that new update, I can't stand it now because I don't know who wrote me, who just posted. I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore.
What episode was that? Was it
like 1, 2, 3?
So me and him had this conversation. It's crazy that we're now bringing up older episodes, but we had this conversation that his prediction was Snapchat, was going to be done.
The way Instagram is going, like the way that they have their Insta Snapchat.
And so that was his argument in the beginning. But this was at the time that Snapchat, this was way before they had done this update. And I was like, nah, bro, you don't get it. Snapchat, at least you can be real private about your shit.
Yeah.
And people still want that.
His argument was porn was going to keep it alive. I was like, nope.
No, it wasn't just porn.
I've been added to some certain groups, and it's like Snapchat After Dark.
But it's not
I clicked on it, and I was like,
yeah.
But no, it's not gonna. That's not gonna keep me there for sure.
Well, no, I mean, but the fact that stuff like between people or individuals that they can be sneaky and have that would keep them there. But since they changed shit up, it's like, fuck this. What's the point now?
It's just sometimes you have giants out there. Me and my cousin Otis, we'll talk about this a lot. I mean, you can create let's say like the ride industry, the share ride industry. I think that's Uber, Lyft, all that.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a bunch more pop up. They're gonna get bought. Just like all the airline. Look at the airline industry, the cellular wireless industry, app industry. The giants are just gonna buy it up. So it's like you get the
you can
opportunity.
try if you want to.
You might as sell it because what they're not, they're gonna just mimic what you're doing and get you the fuck up out of here.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's like, hey, look, you might as well just.
Or if you have a great idea, they're gonna buy it off of you, and they know it's gonna be bigger on their end because they're already established.
And if you don't sell, they'll just go to whoever can create it, do it, mimic it, and it's on their platform, which is larger. And then, like I said, you're gonna be.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Now you got Insta stories on your Facebook and your Instagram.
I noticed that. Saw that. I was like, oh God, now Facebook. I
That's
can't
weird.
keep up with Facebook at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I link whatever's on Instagram, post to Facebook. That's all you can get from me.
Yeah. Every now and then, like I'll jump back and forth through Twitter because I've noticed, at least on Twitter, you'll get those business-minded oriented people consistently
I
on
can't
there.
do Twitter either.
So, well, it's just you.
It's like listening to people talk, reading what you're saying. I can't.
It's a roll of toilet paper. It's just
Yes,
There's
there's
no
too much
algorithm.
going on. Everybody's talking about something different, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
and everybody wants to be heard. They're not really trying to hear what you say a lot of times.
Right.
Especially if you're like me, you go back every now and again and you say something. Well, you're probably different. Like I said, you have 30,000
I go
followers.
every now and then and say stuff.
And
I'm
people will
not
probably
big
respond.
on Twitter at all.
I say stuff, ain't nobody listening. They're like, listening.
No, nobody responds on Twitter either. My following on Twitter is whack as hell.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I don't
But if
care.
you're consistent with it, I can tell there's some people that are consistent with it and they constantly get engagement.
It's funny. I'll get the
That's so fucked
responses when I put up something. Somebody will text me back. Nobody cares. It's like, really?
So much people say that to you
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
like if I give a fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
You said something earlier that had me die and laugh. I think it was like intangible. But no, I think you said tangible. But the way you said it made me laugh. He makes me laugh sometimes, you know.
He's funny.
Tangible or something. But you were serious.
Tangible.
Well, kind of.
Oh my goodness. I need one of those.
Hey, look, man, this is actually wrapping up on 2 hours, so
Yeah.
let's go ahead and shut it
Let's
down.
do it.
Because speaking of crawfish, I actually got a crawfish date, and they
nice.
just hit me up.
Hey.
So,
Have some for me.
indeed. With the
Why did where did the silence come from?
I thought he was going somewhere with that. I was
I
like,
thought he was too.
yeah.
Anyways, man, appreciate you coming through.
Absolutely.
Like,
No,
like,
I appreciate
for real,
y'all
for real.
having me. It's
Absolutely.
honor. Thank you.
So wait, I got to do this before we leave.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna make a beatbox? I told you.
No,
don't
no,
told
no,
you
no,
don't do
I
that.
ain't freestyling.
No,
I'm not
no.
a freestyler.
So, Houston Trend Magazine's about to release the cover with Dope Easy. That issue is almost done. Waiting on one more column.
Ooh, on the spot, huh? Okay.
I wasn't saying who it was.
Okay.
Or what it was. I was
Okay.
just saying we're waiting on one more column.
Okay, cool.
You know?
Cool.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
think you kind of. Anyways, nevertheless, after we finish and drop this one out, I'm announcing right now that DJ Shanté Williams will be on the cover.
DJ Shante.
Hey.
I gotta put it out there.
Hey, this has been a goal of mine. Y'all have no idea since I started DJing. When I saw Rogers on the cover, I was like, ooh, I gotta get on there.
Yeah.
Like, what do I gotta do? I'm not gonna buy my way into it. I'm just gonna
I don't think you
let
can
my
do that.
work
No.
speak.
You can't
Exactly.
do that, yeah.
Can't do
I
it.
didn't know how it worked, but I said I'm gonna do good work, and I'm gonna eventually get on there.
And
And it's happening. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
yo,
Elliot. It's an honor. I can't wait.
I'm light skinned. I blush. Don't do that. But no. I mean, and just to kind of give some reasoning, there's no one out there. One, as far as like when I watch female DJs, they don't have the swag that you got. They don't have the know-all behind the turntables that you have. I've seen female DJs, and I've seen some dope ones. But there's something very unique about what it is that you do and how you present it. Oh, man. And
So you about to make me
it's
right
almost
now. Hold on.
it's almost unreal, or it's almost asinine if I don't capture that moment. So
You used the word I never even heard before.
That's not, yeah. As long as you got an ass in it, I'm cool.
Right, it has, that's my favorite word. So
Yeah.
drop that ass, bitch. Drop
Hey.
that ass. Shout out Dope Easy. Anyways, so this has been Elliot Guidry,
Corey Terry,
and you was tuned in to the 2B Talk podcast.
we out.
hey.